So recently I've been seeing some repetitive behavior that I think is very harmful to consumers. So this video is all about, if you're thinking of refinancing or you're thinking of purchasing a home, how to read a few key parts of your loan estimate so that you don't end up being victimized by a lender that's telling you a tale of lies, which will end up as a tale of woe. So let me tell you what's happening. There is a big lender in the country right now, big. And I've heard from at least 15 clients the same story. The story goes like this. Hey Jen, oh yeah, no, they're giving me this great rate. And I say, okay, great, let me see the loan estimate. And I look at the loan estimate and I say to them, what did they tell you they were giving you? And they go, oh, I was getting 2.5% with no points and no origination. And I say, no, you're not. No, you're not. And that's the consistent theme I'm seeing, is that the people who are offering the loans are not being fully truthful about the cost of the loan. And it's kind of a game with the client of, do they know how to read a loan estimate? Well, we're gonna put some of that power in your hands so that people like that can't get away with this. And that's how we change the industry. That's how we make it so that, as someone getting a mortgage, you don't get ripped off, because it's nonsense. So let me show you the first page, and I printed these from online samples, okay? Because I would never use a client's information, so I want to make that clear. And it didn't print perfectly. The first page of the loan estimate is very, very important. Rate lock, no or yes. If it says no, you are not locked. And this comes into play more like, let's say you talk to a lender on Friday, he says, you're locked. You get disclosures on Tuesday. If you get disclosures on Tuesday and the loan estimate says you're not locked, he lied to you on Friday. Yeah, it's not gonna get better from there. It's like if you were dating someone who was a cheater and he was like, it wasn't me. It's not gonna get better, guys. So you always wanna make sure that it is, if you think it is locked, it is locked. If it is not locked, you have zero assurance on the rate and on the lender fees. They can change, okay? So is it locked, is it not locked? Number one. Number two, and this is very important. So the reason I'm filming this video is because I got really upset yesterday because of what someone tried to pull on a veteran. And it's a veteran that we had locked, and he goes to my YouTube, so he knows all this stuff. And they had called him and pursued him. And they had said they could offer him a rate 0.25% lower than mine with no points, no fees, nothing. Luckily, my guy knew how to read the loan estimate. So Section A has origination charges. This is where you can see what the lender is charging you for the rate and for their services. Now, in his case, that zero origination, 0 points was 3 points. 3 points. 3 points. Now, what is a point? A point is something that a lender can charge to lower the rate. 1 point equals 1% of the loan amount. In this gentleman's case, his loan amount was $800,000. They were charging him $24,000 to go 0.25% lower. That does not make mathematical sense. It makes zero sense. But it was a game of, will he catch it, right? So Section A on the loan estimate, where it says loan costs, that's where you will see the lender charge. Always check it. Never trust anyone. Check me. Like, I'm not gonna mess around, but check everyone. I wanna make that super clear. Now, something else that happened after that. So in this case, the borrower said, hey, this has 3 points. You told me there was no origination and no points. And the lender said, quote, well, if you get us everything by tonight, then I can definitely try to get that for you. That was a mistake. That's like if you take a long time, but if you don't take a long, if you get it to me tonight by 5, it was like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So unrealistic timeline, right? Set the unrealistic timeline, and we're seeing a lot of this as well. If you get me this within this unrealistic timeline, I will give you something I never could have given you, and it's just a game. So the borrower gets him everything, right? And the guy comes back and he goes, oh, I've been working with my underwriter on this really hard. Unfortunately, you don't qualify. Here's the kicker. The loan type was a non-credit qualifying interest rate reduction loan, which is a VA loan where you don't have to qualify with your income. Yeah. So it was just a game. It was a game of, and I wonder with this specific lender if they have a new call center manager and that call center manager has something on the wall. Like maybe he has like a picture of the Wolf of Wall Street. He's got, Gordon Gekko. And then maybe he has a big thing that says, at all cost, get the client, right? And that's what it feels like. It feels like they'll say anything that the client wants to hear to get their social security, date of birth, everything they need for the application. And then it's a game of, do you spot what we're actually doing? And most people don't know how to read the loan estimate. So if you have a friend or a family member refinancing, please share this video. We just need people to start reading loan estimates and understanding them so that we can stop the shenanigans. As always, if you have questions or comments, please reach out, but we've got to put an end to these lenders that are lying and then seeing if the consumer catches them. Thanks for watching.